Hello, 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 and welcome back. We are continuing our series where we take the classic houses from Ultima Online and reproduce them in Minecraft to the best of our ability. The house behind me is a perfect example of how it's not going to always be possible to get the exact same look and keep the dimensions because of the way the houses are designed in Ultima Online, and I hit F5 too many times. There we go. So, and I do want to point out, because if there are any viewers out there that are skilled builders, they're going to realize that I'm using too many different woods. Again, it was not my personal taste that we chose these woods. It was the attempt to mimic the UO look. I don't like the three woods. I love birch and dark oak together. I love birch and spruce together. I love dark oak and spruce together. The three of them together, not so much. To me, it looks just a little too busy. Not crazy busy, but just a little off. However, we don't have a lot of options because the roof in UO is thatch. And it looks like a golden straw look. And as I said in the previous episode, if we could make stairs out of hay bales, then that would be different. We would use that. But one thing I think I am going to do, let's look at, let me hit the right keys first. Let's look at this baked clay instead of this red brick. Now, I'm trying to keep the building materials to something that is easily gathered in Minecraft, in survival. And, oh yeah, it's because I did that at the bottom first. Let me fix that so it doesn't bug me. I know, it's silly. Okay. But you could get this even in the beginning stages of a map. Let's see how that looks. I think I like that better than the red brick, and I think it still holds with the coloring, except it doesn't have the brick look. It holds with the coloring, but it doesn't hold with the brick pattern with all that little detail. So I think I'm gonna leave it, see how I like it. I think I kind of like it better for the color mixture. It doesn't stand out quite as much as the red brick, but it doesn't have the detail the red brick has either. So it's the same kind of conundrum like when we chose building this house. Did we go with the detail for the outside or did we go with the actual dimensions? So we chose the dimensions instead of the detail, and I think I'm going to choose the coloring instead of the detail. Then when we do the bigger one, we'll use the brick. How about that? How's that for a compromise? Okay, one thing I thought of that I do want to do, we can't do all the detail that we have in the UO house, but we can add just a touch more detail to the house just by simply adding ladders. It's not quite the same as the UO house, but I think it helps get it a little closer. Now some people would say we're using these as shutters, and that's fine. They do kind of look like shutters, and that's why I am putting them around the windows. However, the fact that if you want to call these shutters, they make more sense on this window that's too wide, because if you actually closed these shutters, this one would cover this window, this one would cover this window. This one would not make sense because your window's not big enough. You know what I'm saying? But you can be as realistic or unrealistic as you want to be. It's your build. Ooh, I don't like how that interferes. So let's take this torch off and just use the one on the corner, because I'd rather have the ladders for the detail than the extra torches. For that small space, you don't really need that many torches anyway. I was doing it more for looks than lighting. Plus we have that glowstone right there. Now, one thing I do want to do, let's look at this real quick in vanilla and see how much difference it makes. The lighting doesn't seem to be as bright for some reason. Actually, in vanilla, I think it looks better. The ladders kind of give you a medium between the dark and the light. I'm tempted to put torches up here as well, but they wouldn't have any way to get up there to put torches up there or to light them or change them out unless they climbed up, because the windows are not handy. So we're going to leave them off just for RP purposes. And again, they're really not necessary. So let's get busy with the interior. And I am going to go back to my smooth chocolates. I just really love it. I just wanted to give that a look in vanilla to see how much difference it made. Oh, we didn't get that window. Alright. So we have our front room. We have our hallway. We have what is probably a bedroom. And we have our balcony. And rain. Always flippin' rain. The balcony, not a whole lot of room to work, and probably not going to put anything on the balcony. Probably just going to leave it as is. Oh, we got to do something with this. Okay, those, we just did stairs. We didn't do... Oops. I think that was a block. Oh, come on. My scroll button doesn't want to work. There we go. This doesn't look like something we're going to be able to make a whole lot of use of, but yeah, let's just throw some light up here to keep the creepies from spawning. And ceiling. What should we use for a ceiling? Oh, really? I can't put anything... Oh, wait. Here we go. Now we can put a torch up here. I don't think you can really see the ceiling in here. No. No, you can't. But I think we are going to use the spruce. think we are. Let's use the spruce for our ceiling. Yeah, that's all stairs. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's probably a little overkill, but I'd rather have the overkill. Yeah, and that gives a little darker detail to the trim too. I kind of like that too. So yeah, we're going to go with spruce for the ceiling. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. That should be enough light. Don't want spiders and creepers and all kinds of stuff spawning up here. Okay. So we have our ceiling in. That's a start. And then of course for the downstairs we just have the ceiling of the spruce from the floor above. Okay, so I'm tempted to just do this as decor and not worry about storage. But at the same time, that's one thing that frustrates me. I watch some of these amazing creative builds on YouTube and I'm like, God, that house is gorgeous. But where's all the storage? And of course, if this was not a super flat land and you can see our guards peeking up over the top of the tower. If this wasn't a super flat map, you could always do a basement. But to be honest, I get really tired of having to do basements for storage all the time. But then again, if you do hardly any mining or gathering resources, whether it's wood or farming or whatever, you need a lot of space. So, well, for one thing, let's get a double bed down. This room to me calls for a double bed. Right here. And we're going to use the dark oak for our accent wood. I think we're just going to put 2 little nightstands right there and maybe add a trap door to give it a little bit more. And yes, you could put chests there instead. Let's use some birch saplings. I'll go with some green instead of the... I really like the orchids, but those look pretty too. Okay. So let's do... we could do some chests here, and it could be like a dresser. Even a tall boy. So we have some storage there. Okay. But we're not going to fill this up with storage. Let's, well, we can't really put anything there without blocking a pathway to the bed. Although in Minecraft it's not necessary because you can get in bed from right here. But for the RP purpose, for the RP factor, and we need some lighting in here. We're going to go with the item frame. And I have been using slabs, but this time we're going to use stairs. And we're going to turn them like that. There we go. And that should be sufficient lighting for this room. This room's pretty small. There's not a whole lot of space for anything to spawn in here. And what space there is should be sufficiently lit. Let's see. I kind of want to do a painting, but if we take out this whole wall, it might look kind of... might be a little bit overkill. Let me look at something. I don't think this is going to work, but I want to look at it anyway. Yeah. Let's go with, since I'm using this texture pack, I'm going to go with the blue. We have curtains. Actually, yeah. I don't know, but that covers them up. Do we want the curtains to cover the window? Or do we just want like a valance kind of thing? That looks awfully high, but a valance would be. Or we could push them to the side. I don't know. I don't usually do curtains. Well, we're going to hang curtains in the windows. That gives it a little bit more color anyway. And with this texture pack, you can see the animation. They look like they're blowing. I don't know if vanilla does that or not. We'll look at it when we're finished. So yeah, I think we're good for this room. I kind of want to do something more here, but I don't want to interfere with the flow of the path. And we could put upside down stairs all the way around, give it more detail, but I think this room is really too small for that. I think it would make it look a little cramped. Let's look. Yeah, and it won't go all the way to the top because of the slabs. Yeah, that kind of brings it in too much. I don't want the room to look smaller than it already does. And we kind of closed it in with the curtains. Alright, so we're not going to do anything with the balcony. Let's see what we're going to do with this room. Which it's not really a room. Let's see, what kind of curtains do we want in the hallway? Let's just go with some red. Give it some color. And let's see. How about we do? Bookcase. Oh, I forgot that other window. Have a little seating area here with where you can sit and read. It's kind of big. Let's go with a couple, let's see what grass looks like. I've seen people use grass before. It's not something I've ever tried, and it won't go. Okay, so maybe not. Let's go with, I kind of need some color in here. But we have the red. Let's just go with some ferns. That works. And it doesn't interfere with the flow, the traffic flow. We could put a painting here. A rather large painting, actually. And I know I'm supposed to be keeping like some constant witty banter going through the whole thing so that there's a good commentary running. This is going to be shaped, centered weird. But I'm thinking. That's a good picture. It's not exactly centered though. I was kind of hoping for those great big ones. Yeah, like that. Except that's not centered either. We may just do, let's see. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I do it almost every time when I'm trying to do paintings. I click the wrong button and I bust it out instead of wait, I wonder if I can get that guy back again. Him. Huh. I kind of like it like that. I think that all kind of goes together, don't you? Okay. That's what we're going with. We have a little seating area so you can sit and read. We have paintings on the wall. I could do something here to cover that up, but I kind of like it in an abstract kind of way. I kind of do. So we're going to leave it alone. Alright, so we're going to say the hallway is complete. Now for the living area, I think down here we're going to open the curtains. Except that's going to be a problem. Huh, we may have to make that a single window. I think we will. Yeah. Alright, so for down here, let's do a different color. The cyan is pretty. Yeah, let's do the cyan. This time, we're going to open the curtains. They're slid apart. And again, the proportion is all wrong because this is a 3-wide window. It's obviously not enough curtain. But we're going with it anyway. Oh, I can't. Tootie, tootie, patootie. Well, I guess we'll close the windows in here too. Or cover them. Well, at least we'll get our perspective. Okay. So for here, I'm thinking some more of this. Yeah. And we could actually put a painting here. Well, we'll leave it for now. I'm not sure if I like that or not. I mean, I like the painting. I'm just not sure if I like it there or not. Actually, you know what we could do? Oh, there. It looks funny. We'll take that out then. And let's put some chests in here. Oh, it won't open. Oh, because of this block. Shoot. Humana. Well, we could just take that chest out and put that there. Okay, let me do this again. Let me do this again. Okay. Alright, let me out. Okay, so we're going to put the chests in here, and we are going to put our block back, support our stairs. So how are we going to cover that up? I was thinking we could just cover that right back up, but we can't really. Well, we'll just have to do that. Well, it gives us another what do we use? Sandstone for that? Okay, so there's 1.5 chests in there. 1.5 large chests, 3 smalls. Okay, so we have a little bit of storage in there. So, let's see. For this, let's do... I don't know why I keep putting this up. Oh, stop that. And we're gonna do some allium. Okay. Now we kind of need, oh, we have light. Never mind. But we are going to change this lighting to make it fit like the bedroom. As a matter of fact, no, I think I'll leave it here on this banister. But we will change it here. So let's get the item frame. And how about we put it right there? Turn that. And torch. Whatever I put up, that's what I'm going to be needing. Watch. Okay. So we have a light here. And we could put another one over here. But let's not. Let's put tripwire hooks to hang our coat. Let's just do one. We can hang our coat by the door so we can grab it on our way out. Our coat or our cloak, whatever you want to call it. That's where we'll put that. So, okay, this little niche is decorated. We even worked in 3 small chests. You can target that one in the floor. And we have some lighting. Now, we need a seating area. We have like no kitchen area either. So alright, so we come in. I would say this is probably the best place for like a seating area. And I would really like to use some acacia instead of having all this dark oak. But we already have so many different colors in here. I think we're just going to stick with the dark oak. So we're going to have this little area right here to come sit down, and you have that to look at. And this is a medieval time, so there is no television. No televisions to watch. Yeah, that works. Kind of divides the room off. So let's, I really don't like my kitchens. I think they're too basic. We're going to use iron blocks for the refrigerator this time. And let's see, we need a furnace. And we may not use all of this, but alright, so let's put cauldron here, some water in it, give it a faucet, and let's put the fridge here, and let's put the furnace here. We're not going to do a huge kitchen. And let's go ahead and put the hopper here, and we're going to say they have some kind of a ventilation system that lets the heat go outside. Then this up here for food, and we'll just say that's a cabinet. Will this one open? No, because of the stairs or the blocks. Well, that kind of looks goofy like that, so we'll just take that out. And I guess we could just put this here to keep that consistent. I'm not going to put it there though, because it'll block the chest. Well, fine. Okay, so that's that. Now, humana. Okay, that gives us a little bit of a counter. Not much, but a little bit. That just looks awful clunked up in a small area. Don't really like it. Not crazy about it. No, I'm not. But I feel like... Okay, so let's do... Why do I keep throwing stuff? So we have table here. think we're gonna do another anvil here, and you know what? We're gonna do another one. So that kind of separates the sitting area from the cooking area. And we need some lights in here. So let's get some lights. Put it right there. Okay, so we have light in our kitchen. I wonder. Oh, stop it. Stop it! Cake. Let them eat cake. I'll put it on the counter. It's an awfully big cake for one person. Okay, so we have cake. I think that's really all we can do in here. But for practicality, we have a furnace, we have crafting tables, and we have a seating area in here. We even have a little closet. We have a coat hook. And no, there's no bathroom corrales, but they would use an outhouse in this day and age. So, and then we have our seating area where you can sit and read. We have our painting. We have our bedroom in blue. And then we have our balcony, which actually looks pretty naked. Now, let's give it a little place to sit so you can sit out here and watch the neighbors make faces at the guards down the street. And we could even do another one of these. Give it a little bit of color. Yeah, you can walk it without having to step over the seating. Okay. So we did manage to work in some storage. Considering the size of this house, there's really not a whole lot of storage in place. But we did work in a little bit. And of course, you could always dig a basement or work a little bit with that attic. But the inside is complete. This bugs me. There I go, throwing stuff again. Come on, give me the same one. There we go. My last video went a little bit over an hour, and I'm really trying not to do that again, but I'm afraid I'm really pushing it. But this is bugging me. I kind of like that. Let's do the same thing here. Oh, come on. Now watch, it'll give me the one I want and I'll skip it just because I'm so used to having to undo it. Really? It should not be this difficult to get that one. It's a pretty common painting. Yeah. I'm gonna end up busting the block, watch. Ah, I knew it. Oh, stop it. It cannot be that difficult. If that's not the picture I wanted, if I wanted something else, that'd be what would be popping up all the time. And I'm afraid if I switch, then that's going to start popping. There we go. Okay, just give me one more. Come on. There we go. I think we're going to leave it. It looks kind of odd. But, of course we could just, yeah, no. I guess that looks more realistic. I kind of like all three of them though, but we'll leave it. We will leave it. We really could use a window here, but there's not one, so alright. We got the interior completed. We will do the outside in the next video. This is actually coming together. I like being able to see the color through the windows from the curtains. And I'm glad we did a little something with the balcony. It wasn't much, but it was just enough to add a little bit more detail and color. And why is that over there? Oh, because we took out this window. That's why it's a wacky-doo. So let's unwacky-doo it. Alright, and of course now that looks odd, but it looks good from the inside, and we can always camouflage that with bushes or something. So. And not all the windows are centered, and not all the walls have windows, so this house is not like OCD Minecraft symmetrical. This is a UO house. Best we could do. Alright, that works. Okay, let's call it. Then when we come back, we will do yard, fence, all that good stuff. And then the next episode, we will do this house again, except it'll be bigger because we're going to try and mimic the outside detail as much as we can. It's going to be a little tricky, but I think we can do it. And there's always stuff you can do with a bigger house, so it's actually harder to do the small ones, in my opinion. Anyway, we're getting there. We are getting there. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video. Really hope that it didn't end up way too long again this time. We will see you later.